If you've ever asked for car advice, you've probably been told, just go buy a Toyota. I even see it in the comments on my own videos. Well, despite their almost mythical reputation for reliability, it's still possible to get it wrong. Here's an example. 2 Toyota Avensis for sale, similar age, similar price, but I can tell you that one of these cars is bulletproof, while the other is going to be notorious for expensive repairs. And it gets stranger than that. Here's another car wearing a Toyota badge, except beneath the surface, it isn't actually a Toyota at all. By the end of this video, you'll know how to spot the good Toyotas from the bad ones so you don't end up buying a lemon. Let's get into it. So, just buy a Toyota. Why does this advice get thrown around in the first place? Well, it's a reputation Toyota has earned over decades. Toyota and Lexus regularly top reliability and owner satisfaction surveys because they design cars with longevity in mind. And because they build cars in their millions, parts stay cheap, which keeps ownership costs down long after the warranty's gone. But no manufacturer is perfect. Sometimes the wheels do fall off, quite literally. A few years ago, the Toyota BZ4X, that's Toyota's proper first electric car, it had a problem where the wheels literally started coming off customer cars while they were driving. To their credit, Toyota quickly found a solution. They recalled all the affected cars and fixed them for free, even saying no one should drive these vehicles until the remedy is performed. Not a great experience as a new car buyer, but at least these owners didn't have to pay for a fix. Not all Toyota owners are so lucky, which takes us back to our Toyota Avensis adverts. To an average person, they're basically the same car. Same generation, similar age, similar mileage, but one's got the 2-litre petrol, the kind of reliable, chain-driven engine that Toyota are famous for. The other's got the 2.2 diesel, and that engine, in the late 2000s, had a well-known problem, the head gasket. Now, these cars are at an age where the warranty is long gone, and when the head gasket goes, you are looking at £1,000 plus to replace it. Head gasket failure can also cause the engine to overheat significantly, which essentially means you have to scrap the car. It's just not worth replacing. Same badge, same reputation, completely different risk. And here's where it gets more complicated, because some cars wearing the Toyota badge aren't really Toyotas at all. Take the Proace Verso. Toyota didn't design this van from the ground up. They partnered on it with Stellantis. That's the brand that owns Peugeot, Citroën, Vauxhall, etc. So the engine isn't Toyota's own, and owners' forums suggest reliability is, well, below what you'd expect from a Toyota. Now, partnerships like this aren't automatically a bad sign. The most recent Toyota Supra was a platform share with BMW. It even uses a BMW engine, the B58, which is extremely robust. At the lower end of the market, the Toyota Aygo shares its major components with the Peugeot 107 and the Citroën C1. They all have a really strong reliability record. So when you do your research on any Toyota, check if it's reliable and be specific on the year and engine you're interested in, as reliability isn't guaranteed. Before we get to my final point, I just want to warn you that there are a lot of AI-generated reliability videos out there, which are very dubious in quality. Look out for the AI tag below the video and try to spot if anything looks fishy. I am a real person. I spent 5 years as an automotive engineer and product strategist. Everything I share is researched by me. So if you want to show support for a real creator, a like or a subscribe would really help the channel grow. Now, my last point applies to all Toyota models, even a car that's 100% Toyota engineering, because when buying used, there's one factor that can still cost you big time, and that's the car's condition. Take this Yaris, one of the most reliable cars we've had in the UK. Toyota engineering from the ground up. But when you look at the MOT history on this car, the advisories are giving us red flags. Corrosion has been flagged for several years running, starting on the coil springs, which are cheap enough to change, but now it's being mentioned on the body structure and the subframe. We're now getting into expensive territory. The car could still have life left in it, or it could be on its last legs. It all depends on how strict the MOT tester is. You'd have to see it in person to know for certain. So make sure you fully understand the condition of the specific car you're interested in. Check the history and consider getting it inspected by someone who knows what they're looking for. And if you do buy a Toyota, please keep up with the maintenance, or you'll eventually run into problems, just the same as with any other car brand. There are some genuinely brilliant Toyotas, plenty I would love to own. Just do your research to check if the model you're looking at is one of Toyota's better efforts. And remember, the condition of the car is even more important than the badge on the bonnet. If you're keen to buy your next car, but you're not sure how much you can afford to spend, I recommend checking out this next video. And thank you all for supporting the channel. Take care.